Tonight, what we're going to do is in the play box, in the magical sandbox that is vibrational awareness. Tonight, we're going to take a walk through our vibrational layers of our vibrational existence. And for a lot of you who have studied before with me or been on some of these, get some of these meditations that we go through various aspects of the vibration of the human energy structure. And for a lot of different interpretations out there, but usually there's an aspect that's generally accepted that there's a physical body and that there are subtle aspects to ourselves. This idea that the physical body is just one part of our total energetic being. And tonight, what I thought I'd do is take you through one of my really favorite meditations that we've been doing for, gosh, I don't know, 10, 15 years. And some of you might have done this before. It definitely bears repeating. And so every tradition, when we start to look at what has traditionally been more of a theoretical concept than a literal concept, and this idea that there are aspects of our one body that is the combination between the physical and the energetic, and that there are various areas that have to do specifically with things like thoughts, feelings, emotions, spiritual support, aspects of self, that sort of thing. And one of the ones that I hold real near and dear to my heart was taught to me by a woman named Desda Zuckerman. If anybody's interested in finding out a little bit about the energetic anatomy and her version of really this groundbreaking work that she did that mapped many of the systems of the human energy body, it's really worth checking out. And you can go to sacredanatomy.com and pull that right up. What I want to do today is just share screen a little bit here with you and show you what we're doing. And there's no notes to be taken. That's the wrong screen. Okay. And thanks for bearing with me. I don't know what's going on, so maybe we won't see a picture today. But what Desda's version is the idea that we have multiple layers that make up our human energetic experience. And in that, they can be mapped and they can be interacted with in such a way that we can gain a little insight into what are some of the things that are motivating us at different times. So I wanted to show you this slide today and just go over what I'm going to be speaking to. So you don't have to take any notes. You don't have to do anything like that. But what I wanted to show you here, if you can see this picture okay, is the idea that this physical body in here is about 1/8 the size of how big we are vibrationally. And from speaking with a lot of you, I know that you've had experiences of connecting with other people in ways that maybe you got an inkling that something was going on with them. You weren't quite sure what it was, and you've had an experience. I think a lot of us on the phone having an interest in vibrational medicine, we tend to be rather empathic. And this meditation itself can show us a way to engage with the various aspects, or in this case, layers that have to do with emotion, with community, with mental aspects of ourselves, and so on and so forth. So when I'm speaking to you about this, you'll have a chance. Everybody's going to get a copy of the replay, but just starting to pay attention to a couple things as we go through the energetic body. So in the beginning here, you have this beautiful picture of this human being, and that's the physical body. That's what most of us are very familiar with. But like the physical body, in the sense that we have many systems in the physical body that govern everything that we're doing, whether it's an electrical system, whether it's an immune system, so on and so forth. A lot of times we're not aware of what those systems are doing until there's a challenge, until we're not feeling well. So if you ask somebody, what's your heartbeat doing right now? Or what's your heart rate? How's your rhythm? We probably wouldn't know unless we've had an experience with a challenge with the heart. And in that case, we might have a real good understanding. The same goes with these subtle systems that operate unconsciously, that have a huge impact on how we're doing consciously, how we're doing in our body, how we're feeling, how we're emoting, and how we're interacting with the rest of the world. So this map which is, I think Desta came out in about 2010 or so with this picture. And what it has is the physical body in the middle, surrounded by an emotional field. So if anybody's ever had an emotion that you feel in your body, that's because emotional vibration tends to follow very quickly and very, very close around the physical body. And we all have had expressions like they wear their heart on their sleeve or something like that. And I think that actually speaks to a knowledge about how these systems work. So a lot of times when I'm speaking to you about this, I'm actually speaking to your unconscious as well, just to open up our avenue to discovery. Just outside of the emotional layer is a place called the primal layer. And the primal layer is where we connect with tribe, where we connect with family, where we have a sense of fitting in or fitting out, who our people are, that sort of thing. So the analogy that I often would use is like, we go back to have a family gathering. We see our family, we have an emotion, we feel it in our body, and so on and so forth. And that's how these layers often work. As we get further away from the body, some of them are less familiar. Outside of the primal layer, or what we call the tribal layer, is a place called the mental layer. And the mental layer processes a couple different things. It processes allowing, surrender, and chaos. And so for a lot of us, as we get caught up, especially in the past 2 weeks, 2 months, last year and a half with everything that's been going on, it's easy to get caught in this place of chaos. But next to chaos is always surrender. Next to chaos is always allowing. And this can be a really important place as we do meditations to go to remember, what we've learned to forget or what we're trying to remember. Outside of that is a place called the cognitive layer, which is different than mental. What the cognitive layer has to do is it's the first place, and there's a chakra way up above our heads, which has to do with how our body physically processes vibrational information. This is the place where we do that. It's also this beautiful place where creativity is born, where imagination lives. And this is a lot of times why like really good ideas seem just out of our grasp. We're waiting for that idea to land. We're waiting for that impulse to find its way to us. And that comes in through this place called the cognitive layer. Outside of the cognitive layer is a place called the spiritual layer. And the spiritual layer is just what it sounds like. It's a place where we connect with different aspects of divinity. It's where we connect with things like guides and guardians and angelic beings and all sorts of things, right down to our idea of God or divinity or goddess. And it's also a place where we connect in with the magical aspects of this living earth, whether your thoughts go to fairies or tree sprites or things like that. That's the place that we connect in with that. Outside of that layer is a place called the etheric layer. The etheric layer is really interesting. I've spoken to many of you before about this idea. You've had questions about the Akashic record and have had like Akashic record readings. Well, we have our own Akashic record that actually lives within our vibrational being. And it's a storehouse of everything that we've ever been, every incarnation we've ever had. It's also a place of stored karma, and it's where we process karma. And it is really like a living library of the soul that remembers everything that we've done as we've gone through various incarnations, and also remembers what you had for dinner tonight, what you did last Tuesday, that sort of thing. It's a real record bank. So it can be a very interesting place to go to see perhaps if there's something going on, if there's something in our field or something that we're dealing with in a particular way. Is there a memory? Is there an impulse? Is there some information that can inform what we're experiencing now based on what we've experienced in the past? Just outside of that is a place called the soul layer. And the soul layer is where we first start to process divine energies, where universal energies, the variety that are out there, come and they first start to nourish our human existence, our vibrational existence, and is a place where at the top you might notice that there's primary colors of blue, red, and yellow. They have a distinct meaning, but as you can look, you kind of see this rainbow of movement through it. And so this is where these primary energies, purpose, function, wisdom, start to influence all the other secondary information that we get. It really works to fuel our human existence. And then you'll notice a little line, this golden area around that. And that is the universal area. That is sort of the no man's land, if you will, around where we stop and the rest of the world starts. And this is a place as we go through this meditation to get to that place can really give you an informed experience of who you are, not just physically, not just emotionally, but vibrationally. And as you do this meditation, if you repeat it, a lot of times you can gain great insight into what the conscious mind isn't quite aware of, but what at some level, either through the unconscious mind or really the superconscious mind, is happening. And so this is one of my favorite meditations because it can be really informative with regard to how we're doing right now, and can be informative with regard to finding solutions for ways of being that maybe aren't quite at our fingertips. It's also, as we do this, we start to gain, even just vibrationally, a deeper understanding of ourselves. And this can oftentimes help us to interact with the world because it broadens our perspective on what's included in this human condition. So I just wanted to tell you about that before we drop in. Thank you for listening. So I invite everybody after that little lecture, thank you for listening, to just kind of drop in. Okay, so for those who are new tonight, the breath that I really encourage is a diaphragmatic breath. It's a nice breath in through the nose. And there might be a pause at the top and a breathing out the mouth. And if you can, purse your lips when you breathe out. It will do a couple things. If you breathe out through your pursed lips, like blowing a candle out that maybe is a little bit in front of you, it'll add a slowness to the breath on your exhale. It'll allow you to slow down in time and space. And it's also a mechanism where we can physically encourage expansion of our awareness to go out into the field around us. So you're just being aware of what we're doing here. Maybe if you want to make some movements or shake out your hands a little bit or make some nonsense noises, that's always encouraged. Just letting go of anything that you've been experiencing in your day-to-day and really letting that drop off. So just nice breaths. If it feels comfortable to close your eyes, I encourage you to do so. If you'd rather just send your gaze down a little bit, that's fine as well. And just taking a moment to let any movement happen, any sighs. I'm sure there's some sounds. Everybody's muted on the call, so there might be a nice sigh to come out. Or even a sound that you're not aware of that just wants to come out. So many of us spend time being quiet. This is an invitation to let out any sounds or words or statements, just letting them out into this space that's been created. And just following your breath, allowing yourself to perhaps breathe in peace and spread calm through your environment. Breathing in peace and breathing out calm. As you continue with these breaths, noticing that an automatic nervous system response will start to kick in. Nice breaths through the nose and out the mouth. I'm just finding a rhythm that feels good. Activating the vagus nerve, the part of you that knows how to find peace and calm. Allowing for help from your parasympathetic nervous system. Feeling the weight of yourself in your chair or as you lay down. And just being with your breath for a moment. Very good. Just engaging in a bit of a body scan, just noticing what's going on with your body. Thoughts may come. And just bring your awareness to the top of your head, your crown. Just imagining breathing for that space in the body. Feeling the weight of your head. Being aware of your forehead and your eyes. Feeling maybe what's behind your eyes. Very good. As you breathe, allowing your awareness to start to travel down. Being aware of the occipital notch where your head connects into that beautiful spine. And again, allowing any sounds or words to come out on your out breath. Feeling your cheeks. Moving your tongue in your mouth a little bit if that feels good. Allowing your awareness to come down, feeling the backside of your neck, your throat. Allowing that awareness to come down to the top of those shoulders. And just feeling the weight of your head and your neck. Allowing your shoulders to relax. Staying with your breath. And with another nice exhale out of the mouth, allowing that awareness to come down the side of your arms. Noticing the heaviness. Allowing your hands to sit in a place that feels good. And allowing just for the weight of your hands to really rest. Just letting them drop. Feeling the space between your shoulders. Front of your chest. Just allowing your weight to settle down. Knowing you're in the perfect place right now. Allowing your breath on the out breath to come down, being aware of your ribs. This beautiful rib cage. Just being aware of your heart. Your liver. Your lungs. Taking a nice deep breath with your lungs. Yeah. Imagine you could breathe away whatever grief is ready to release right now. Breathing away any stress or strain or uncertainty. And feeling the weight of your body as it deepens into a deeper state of relaxation and awareness. Feeling the small of your back, the line of your spine coming all the way down, down, down. Being aware of your hips, your upper legs, your glutes, the back side of your legs. And just breathing into this moment. Allowing that awareness to roll right over your knees and down your shins, down your calves. Feeling the weight of your feet. There's a place in your body that would like your hand to touch it, or could use some attention, bringing your hand there if that feels good. Perhaps breathing for that place. This is your time. We'll just stay in this awareness for a moment. Just noticing if your attention is going anywhere else. Always coming back to the breath. Now I'm going to invite you to participate in an investigation of you. And using those pursed lips, like blowing a candle out that's just in front of you. Just allowing your awareness to go just a little bit outside of your body. When you're ready, nice breath in, pursed lips. Just being aware of what's just outside of you. Breathing into the space in front. Easy breath, as if you can breathe into the space behind you. Being aware of your left side, your right side. This is your emotional layer. Just being aware of what's here right now. Perhaps there's a message, an insight, a verification. It's all welcome. This is what you're feeling in the present moment, or something from before trying to catch your attention. Nice breath in, pierced lips, inviting your awareness to go a little further out. Out in front and in back. The left and the right, above and below. Just noticing. A little out breath. Noticing beyond those emotions, there may be some ideas about tribe or family. Just feeling into this space. If you feel contracted or you feel like you're coming back to the body, just using your breath. Bring your awareness to this, which we call the primal layer. There may be a message for you today here. A thought or even a memory. As you continue to breathe, your awareness expands naturally now. And with pursed lips, expanding your awareness may help to even put hands out, imagining you can send your awareness out now, some 3-4 feet outside of your physical body. And just noticing perhaps a place that feels a little different. This is a place where we can ask for surrender. If it feels comfortable, speaking out loud, please show me surrender. And just breathing in, opening, allowing for the embrace and empowerment of surrender. Just to the moment. This can be a place of great strength. Another breath in, imagining a bubble expanding, perhaps imagining a light around you, using hands if that helps. Allowing your awareness to come out even further, completely safe. This is you. this space is where you can find new ideas, reassurance, creativity. This is a place of love stories and abundance. And just breathing into the possibility of what's available to you here. You can always come back. You might notice a color or a sound or even just a feeling or an idea. Just exploring. Nothing to do. Another breath in. A little push out. Getting a little further away from the body now. Imagining that egg expanding, your awareness expanding. Opening awareness. Any spiritual messages that are available right now. This is a place of guides and guardians, earth energies and angels. A place that reflects your own divinity back to you. Perhaps noticing a change in color, sound, thought. All is welcome. You can always come back here. Another breath in. Pursed lips. Expanding awareness above, below, in front, behind. Left and right, just allowing your awareness to go where it wants to go right now. Noticing any shifts in color, experience, sound. You've entered the realm of your personal record. This may be a place of happy memories. This is a place of explanation, information. This is the place of your greater mind, your greater knowing. Just noticing what's here tonight. Always coming back to the breath. This is a place where you can ask for happy memories. Ask for happy connections. This is a place where you can be reminded of your greatest strengths and ability. Another nice breath in. Pursed lips, strong breath out. Allowing that awareness to go out in all directions like an expanding bubble. Entering this place of strength. This is a place in you that is about purpose. This is a place that knows how you can function purposely and perfectly. This is a place of pure wisdom. This is a place where you can ask for help from yourself in whatever you're trying to do. Now a nice breath in and going out just a little further into the space around you. You might notice a swaying or some movement here. This is a place just outside of you. Still yours, but different. Now coming back in, coming back in, coming back in, using your breath now on the out breath. Drawing your awareness back in into that beautiful soul there, this place of purpose and function, divine wisdom. And another nice breath. Coming in through your etheric layer, the place of your history, your personal library. And another nice breath out. And coming back in on that out breath into your spiritual layer. Place that informs all your spiritual experiences. And again, a deep breath in. Coming further in on the out breath. Noticing now you're just starting, your awareness is coming in very good into the cognitive layer, that place of imagination, wonder, Garden of Eden. And again, coming back in. Into this mental layer that allows for surrender and comfortable allowing, reassurance. And another breath. Back into your primal layer, this place of tribe, of fitting in. of chosen family. And coming even closer in to that emotional layer, this first layer that you said hi to. And dropping all the way back into your body. Feeling the solidity in your person. Feeling your feet on the floor. Feeling the weight of your body. Just taking note. Was there one or two or more things that caught your attention? What subtle help has been trying to get your attention? Allowing yourself to be more familiar with how your body's doing. Noticing any changes. Noticing how the room feels. As you're ready, starting to move your body a little bit. Fingers and toes. Perhaps a roll or two of the shoulders. Being aware of the space around you. Maybe some hands to the face could feel good. I know it would for me. Yeah. Well done. I know that was brand new for some of you, and I know it was something a few of you have done many times before. At this point, we're going to open up the lines. Questions, thoughts, anything you want to share. If anybody had a great experience or a not great experience. Comments, thoughts, anything you've got.